Les Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Welcome into Lake Stevens High School. It's getting down to the wire. The Vikings and the Timberwolves here on STSPN. Lake Stevens fight. They're 4-2 in Wesco 4A. The Jackson Timberwolves 5-2. There's only 3 can move on, and tonight is a huge deal. Joining me tonight, Sam Stoddard. How are you today?
I'm so excited to be here, Scott.
And also we have, of course, Ron, the Wedge Henthorn. Ronnie.
Hey, Scott, this is the ball game tonight for seeding power in the Wesco.
Unbelievable. The band is hot. The court is hot. These two tangled just a couple weeks ago, and Lake Stevens, they took it on the chin to Jackson 77-54 on January 13th. We talked to first-year head coach Alex Iverson for the Vikings, and he said, yeah, we got to rebound a lot better, take care of the ball, and we got to get some stops, Ron Henthorn.
Oh, for sure. They're at home tonight, and everything's on the line for Lake Stevens tonight. So I look for a great ball game, maybe even an overtime game. Who knows?
That's right. Lake Stevens, 7 seniors. We just had the senior night ceremonies, and then moving to Jackson, Sam Stoddard. It all starts and goes around the big fella, 6'7", Silas Williams. But it means more if they can spread out the love for everybody else, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's so hard when you have such a dominant player. You want to push the offense completely through them, but it's easy to take out one person. It's hard to take out a team of 5, so you've got to share the love. It'll be interesting to see how they find the blend there tonight.
For Jackson, last time they met, Camp had 18, Silas 19, McFerrin 12. So they had balanced scoring. And Lake Stevens, though, they're doing great. They're coming off a loss to Kings, 21-12. They're outscored in the fourth quarter, but head coach told us their big fella, the senior number 2 on your screen, Tim Hyman, didn't play, got a little banged up knee, but he should be good tonight. So that makes that. And, of course, Jackson's coming off a big win over Glacier Peak on Friday night. We were there. So you have Jackson at 5-2, Lake Stevens at 4-2. Mariner plays Glacier Peak tonight. Right now, we'll see if we get some score updates. At 4-2, GP and 2-4, praying to get a win over Mariner. They need Jackson to lose. We went over the abacus. You had an algorithm going, Ron Henthorn. A lot has to happen for Jackson either to lose it or GP to get in.
Yeah, GP's got to win both their games coming up, and Jackson's got to lose tonight, and Mariner's got to win. So.
And why, as the band is cranking, as you see the starting lineups here, we sound like we're shouting because we are.
Yeah, it's noisy in this arena tonight. What do you call this place, a skull?
I don't know. They don't have a name for it. This is my first time here at gorgeous building. But here is the implications. Why is it so important? Because you want to be the number 1 seed going into district, Sam Stoddard, because that way you get to play the winner of the 5-7 Kingco versus you're going to play the number 3 team in Kingco.
Yeah, you're exactly right. This is a domino game. Whatever happens after this game cascades some dominoes, and it's really, really important for the team to be the top domino.
And we're going to take a quick break for our national anthem. We'll be back with tip-off. It's Lake Stevens Vikings and the Jackson Timberwolves, Wesco 4A basketball, right here on STSPN.
And our national anthem.
I wondered where the flag was. Here it goes.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Sam Stoddard, Ron the Wedge Henthorn. Unbelievable. So Lake Stevens, you talked to both coaches, and they never want to talk about a must-win, but for Lake Stevens, they play Mariner Friday night.
Right.
So they got to win tonight to really ensure that they are the top three, because only the top three go from Wesco out of 5 teams. They got to win tonight, and they got to win Friday night against Mariner.
They do, and if they don't, GP has to win 2 games to beat them out of it.
Now on Jackson's side, Sam, this is it. This is their Wesco 4A matchup. They got to win tonight, because then they go and play Arlington Friday night. Then they have a makeup game against Cascade, but those are 2 out of conference. And Coach Steve Johnson, his 21st year, I said, are these guys overconfident? He said, no. We were overconfident. We went to Kamiak. We barely won. We won by 1, and we're off and running. There's a shot, and it's Camp right off the bat in the dark visiting unis. 3-ball for Harris Camp. Glad you're with us here. Lake Stevens, the home crowd. The band is cooking. We're glad you're here. Max Prater stops, drops, not there, and Silas with a big rebound. Camp again with a floater, too much, but there is McFerrin.
Yeah, it's a great offensive rebound, Scott. You talked about that in the beginning of the game. We know who controls the offensive boards and the boards all around is going to probably win this game. That's a great look for Jackson.
Prater up front. He's got Hawkins on him. He checks it, drives in, pushes, just not getting the bounce. And this is the rebounding prowess of Jackson, and Hawkins comes away with it. Trey Hawkins, a 6-foot junior, number 3 in black, out front. They go over. Silas, yes.
Yeah, I love that. I actually like the idea of fronting Williams. Most of the time, that's a great move, but it didn't work out great there. They got it right over the top perfectly, and he's such a great finisher.
Gosser, another senior, one of their scoring contributors, goes in. And here's a deep 3. Yes, indeedy. Prater, a big 3 right in the middle, and there's a quick timeout by Alex Iverson. Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player. Sarah Elvig on camera tonight. We're going to keep it right here. So we talked to head coach Alex Iverson and said, hey, starting out, they got down early against Jackson the other night. How are you going to do that? He needs to get his bigs. His bigs got to hustle a little faster now.
Absolutely. They've got to be faster. They've got to be really energized tonight as well, because you see Jackson's energized. They're moving the ball. They're making some good passes. That's got to be matched by Lake Stevens.
And they're relying on, in white 4, Javon McFerrin. He's 6'5". They have the size, Sam, to match up with Jackson, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, yes, they're technically undersized if you look on paper, but their size, they're strong. They can move. They can really make some good plays.
Jackson now with the ball, 7-3. Hawkins drives. Takeaway there, but McFerrin goes up, throws it up, not there. There's Silas one time. He's blocked by Adams. Marshall Adams, another 6'3 senior, and they'll call the whistle. Our officials tonight, Tony Churlin, Todd Weber, and Brandon Moen. And it sends Silas to the
What do we have there, Scott? We had another offensive rebound.
Yes, we did.
That's number 2 already. Second chance points, right?
Silas takes care of that.
Silas is always good for the free throw line. That's why he's got so many points tonight.
6:10 left to go in the opening quarter here from Lake Stevens High School. Misses that. You jinxed him, Ronnie?
I did, yep.
So for Lake Stevens, Sam, they got to get some other guys involved. There's Tim Ohsman, one of their leading scorers right there, the 6'7" senior. He takes it right in. Too much off the glass. And there's McFerrin for Jackson, and here come the Timberwolves. Williams backing McFerrin down. Turns. Good defense by McFerrin, but they're going to say he got him on the elbow.
Yep. Todd Weber got a good call over there. I talked to him about that before the game. He said if they're a hard foul on the arm or something, I'm going to call him. But if a little body contact, I'm going to let it go.
Todd Weber been doing it a long time here, one of the great refs. And Silas right back to the stripe. And he misses that. 8-3, 5:48 left to go. Lake Stevens, they just cannot, Sam, get this thing away. They can't grow a 15-point lead as they did when they played at Jackson a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they've got to control the boards, but I loved last possession. They drove to the hole. It was great. It was energized. They were moving fast. I think pace makes a big difference in a game like this. So I would love to see that instead of these kind of slower sets. I'd like to see a quick kind of pace up the floor.
Farron gets it off to Prater. Prater give and go. No, he goes with the hard left hand and one, and that'll get the crowd going.
Yeah, we saw him in warm-ups, didn't we, Scott? He was ready. He was just ready to play today. Energy from the moment they stepped on the court.
He will bring it to you. He's going to be aggressive as they set it up here. And he's been all the points, and he gets another one, almost all the points. He has all the points. 6 all on 0 for the guys in the white jerseys. Max Prater, the senior. McFerrin. And he gets in there, and he'll kiss it off the glass. 4 for the junior, Ryan McFerrin.
I would love to see somebody else get some touches on this.
Prater feeling it. Yes! Second 3-ball, and he is all the points. 11-9, 5:03 left to go. It's the Jackson Timberwolves versus 0 right now in white. 3-ball from Silas.
Wow.
I can do it too.
That's what makes Silas so good. He's good inside, he's good outside. He can get that 3.
Prater, pick and roll. McFerrin short, gets his rebound though. Quick hot pass. Good save underneath by Adams. And here comes Ohsman to the rack. Gets his own rebound. No, yes. Back to Easton Gosser.
That wasn't the prettiest thing, but it worked. 2 points either way.
And that's 2 offensive rebounds for the Vikings. Good denied defense. There it is. Adams getting in the middle of it, and that's a turnover for Jackson. Rare. Down by 3. Prater pushes. And 1! Max Prater knows what he's doing. He wants to go on. He wants the #1 seed.
That's just fantastic. Could you ask for more on senior night as well? That's what you want to see, right?
I told you before you're going to like this kid.
Yeah, you did. He's doing a fantastic job. I mean, it's such great moves off the ball, but then he pulls up and nails a 3. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what Jackson doesn't want to see.
Some substitution for the Vikings. Isaac Redford, number 10, comes in the game, and Prater adds to his great stats so far. Tie ball game. Jackson out front, goes in the paint, gets McFerrin up, doesn't get a foul, but he drains it. Smooth like the other side of the pillow, that's what they say. And Silas having a night. He had 39 against GP a few weeks ago. McFerrin now taking his own. Javon goes it right into the hip. McFerrin on McFerrin, and Javon won.
That's kind of interesting. They didn't have Prater take the ball up. It looked like it was intentional.
Sproul, he can spin it from 3, this time too much, but another offensive rebound by McFerrin. He's fouled, and it goes.
That was a great read. Great finish as well with contact.
6 points for the junior on Jackson, Ryan McFerrin. Got a couple McFerrins playing tonight for both squads. Hawkins takes a seat. Murphy Blackburn, the 6'3 senior, comes in, and Sproul will take a breather as well as Ty Hale, number 11 in black, comes in for Jackson. And he gets all three of them the old-fashioned way. 7 points for Ryan. See if Jackson can answer. They work outside. Prater leaves his man. So he gets open. There's Camp for a big offensive rebound. Blackburn just in the game, going to shoot from three. Not there, and there's Big Silas, but they're going to call a held ball. And we'll see who possession is.
Another offensive rebound, though. That's going to be a common narrative as we watch tonight.
You got to get down there and you got to box out. You got to get your back into him, and because he's so tall, he's so lengthy, he can reach.
Yeah, your only hope is to get an over-the-back call by fundamentally doing a proper box out. You're exactly right.
2:45 left in the quarter. There's Ohsman. He wants to get in the scoring book.
And he's going to get called for a charging foul.
He gets charged for a charge. Now, when they played last time, he got 2 fouls quick, and it kind of ruined the mojo. His first.
He's going to take his seat right now, too.
And Coach Iverson out of screen, going over, just talking, calm the senior down. Boy, do they want it? I mean, senior night, they know how big it is. Williams back over Camp. I thought it took maybe a step, but he glides in easy.
That's great hesitation. Maybe had a little Euro step going there.
He a little did. Turnover here, Camp. Tough, good D, but there's the rebound. Not there, and here comes the Vikings. Prater looking for an outlet. Adams for three, not there. And Hale will take it down. So a little spurt, 21-16, just under 2 left to go in the first quarter.
They love having their bigs up top. It's a really interesting set when you have such tall players.
Hale too much. Prater takes it on the run. Pushes now down. Marshall Adams, that's tough to handle. Here comes Camp the other way. Finds McFerrin underneath. Beautiful play there by Camp.
Great pass, great pass.
23-16, 124 left. Lake Stevens has to battle that one. No rim at all. They go right for the jugular, and Prater gets Silas. We'll see if it's in the shot or before he went up.
I think it's before.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's on the floor.
Got some chat on our YouTube saying he's calling for OT. Sam Stoddard, my partner to the right, also would like that. He kind of think it's going to go down the wire.
With the schedule and the record that both these teams have, they can play all night. That's what you want.
Jackson out front, 5-2.
Look at that.
And
Look
there's
at
Silas
that.
Williams. Another 3-ball. 26-16, 10-point lead here, 59 seconds left to go. 23 on the shot clock. That has not been an issue so far for either team.
Nope.
Redford from deep, not there. And Camp, look at all the black jerseys under the hoop for the rebound.
Not even close.
Camp. Oh, he's feeling it. And with 39 seconds, Iverson, I gotta get a TO, baby. We'll be back. You're watching Hoops. Here's Camp with a smooth J right inside the circle. Swish.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back here from Lake Stevens High School, just closing seconds of the first quarter. Lake Stevens a couple timeouts to stop some runs here. Isaac goes back up top. Williams extends out here on Adams. Adams drives, tries to shuffle it off, and he hits the end line. Well, McFerrin will stay Vikings basketball.
Either rolled out of bounds or called for a travel. One of the two would have happened. One pretty quick there.
9 on the shot clock here. Nice inbound play right to Marshall Adams.
Great move.
Defensively, Sam, what does Lake Stevens got to do here?
You know, I'd love to see them just have more intensity. They're doing the right thing.
Stuffs him at the arc. Redbird, too much, can't get it to close, but a great defensive player by that Isaac Redford. He gets the fans fired up, and we'll head to the second. Lead is 10 for the Timberwolves. More after this. Back here, Scott Ohsman, Sam Stoddard, and Ron the Wedge Henthorn. Sam, the Lake Stevens, they need you filling it up. Average 32 for the Coronado Cougars down in Las Vegas from your heydays.
So many moons ago. So many moons ago. Makes me sore thinking about it.
Ooh, that's just cold-blooded. Silas Williams with 14 already. They got to find an answer to calm him down.
Yeah, he's getting it from all angles, too. Inside threes.
Prater says, I can do it. Sorry, Sam. 14 points. Boy, he's sliced and diced right there.
He is their offense right now.
Wow. Silas. Almost. But a big rebound by Sproul and back up by number 4, Mason Johansson, new in the ball game, the 6'3 senior.
And those are the type of plays that are demoralizing for Lake Stevens, right? It's just these second-hand points. It extends the defensive possession. It makes it exhausting.
Adams.
Oh, I think.
And he gets a charge call. Oh. And
yeah, Silas had a foul on him before the charge. Could have gone either way.
And he's going to say player control for Adams. That's his second foul. 3 team fouls. Or is that, I'm reading the new board here. I think it's 6 team fouls for Lake Stevens, 5 for Jackson. 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. Aaron pass, turnover. Gosser with it, gets it back up to Iman. Iman down in the corner here. Redford spins, gets it back over to Javon, yes! Or excuse me, Mickey Hunter. Hunter in the ball game, the 6'2 center. Great dish And there's a whistle. I'm going to call Hunter, who's got the tall task to take Silas Williams.
No kid. You know, Scott, we have great shooters on Lake Stevens. I love to see them drive. I've been surprised by the lack of shots from deep. Prater's had a couple, but it's been a lot of driving. That last possession, great opportunity to open up a great pass for an easy layup, but I'm surprised we haven't seen as many shots from deep from them.
Yeah, they're driving right now. Maybe they're trying to get Jackson in foul trouble. Silas from the line. And he gets it.
Silas is just carrying the Timberwolves tonight with a little help from Kemp and McFerrin, but that's only 3 guys scoring. That's going to be enough for him to hold us out to the end of the game.
Yeah, we have Silas Williams again. I don't know about up to the minute, but the kid doesn't have an offer yet as he drains that one. I mean, let's get this kid a scholarship. Isaac Redford. There goes the high post. That's Hunter. Prater, ooh, he thinks about it. But they keep driving, Sam.
Yep, they do.
Iman.
It's a lot of isolation as well.
Yes, a lot of ISO. Jackson, it's broken up by Redford, but they get it back. Silas, they double him down. Here's Hale. Swish!
Perfect execution. The double comes, they kick it across, wide open 3. Textbook.
Senior Hale, back the other way, Isaac Redford.
Prater's going to get his second foul, I think. No, not Prater. Sproul got that foul, right?
Yeah. I think that's Sproul, correct.
I think we're at the point as well, Scott, where we just need to take possession one at a time for Lake Stevens, right? We don't need to worry about getting too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just get one defensive stop at a time, do some good execution on offense. We can build our way back. We just have to go step by step here.
Slowing it down is good. As you see Jackson, they'll push every single time. He hits both free throws there for Isaac Redford. Down low, McFerrin, turnaround jumper off the backboard, fighting for a rebound. Here are the Vikings. Pushing it down, Prater, 1-on-2, tries to dump it to Iman, and they're gonna call Silas for the blocking foul, and it'll send Prater to the line.
Looks like ref might be changing that to on the floor. We'll do out of bounds below the basket.
Okay. Boy, Prater had the right idea. He just wasn't on the same page.
I thought he was in the air when he got fouled.
Yeah. And Todd Weber, they're going to go out and discuss this, actually.
Yeah.
You can see in the corner.
Yeah. I think he's shooting, yeah.
He is. It's going to change to a shooting foul. Nice job, gentlemen.
They looked at the replay, I think, Scott.
I think they might have.
Only takes 3 of us to get the call right.
Prater gets it. What a night so far for him. That's 15 for the senior, Max Prater. He hits the other one. 37-26. Within range are the Vikings here with 5:20 left to go in the second quarter. Hale from way downtown. Big rebound by Isaac Redford. See what they can do here, Sam. Redford with a dish, and he closes it, Gosser. Isaac Redford taking this team on his back.
Amazing.
Nice pass by Redford there for sure. We got a timeout here for Jackson.
You know, that's the second time that he's done that. He had a pass earlier to Hunter as well, right under the basket. Perfect. He's got that great ability to drive, create space. It's perfect.
Here's the replay right here. Just a brilliant little wraparound no-looker.
It's great.
It's he is a tremendous athlete. We talk all about his prowess. Lake Stevens, if you're not aware, won the state championship this, and Isaac Redford a big part of that, both on the offense and defensive line. Ron the Wedge, you covered him a lot. You were the closest one to him on the sideline.
I was on the sideline with him. He's a great football player. I'd like to see him play somewhere D1, D2 something.
That would be fantastic, but a great athlete. Obviously, he can shoot the round ball. He knows how to play this game as well. 37-28, a nice spurt there by the home Vikings to keep this one within range. 4:52 left in this first half.
Yeah, Redford and Prater really leading the way on those last couple possessions.
Camp back in. He's been hot lately. And there's another big rebound by Isaac Redford. Pushing it to Prater. Prater turns, spins back out. Gosser gets the roll. 6 for the senior Easton Gosser. And now it's a 7-point ball game.
I like the ball movement from Jackson.
Camp not there. And there again is Isaac Redford is getting great position, and then he's got tremendous hops to get up. He's had some big rebounds.
He got some springs in those shoes down there.
He does. There's a foul actually over the back, but there is no over the back.
That's right.
Shout out Johnny McLean. And that's going to go on Sproul, his second. Now they have on the board, Lake Stevens has 17 fouls, so that puts Jackson the bonus. And Iman loses the rock. And
Watch
here's
out for this.
Williams.
Look
he
at that.
decides to go underneath. Quickly back the other way. Hunter with a tough shot. Sproul goes down. McFerrin's there. Here comes Williams. Poked out.
Got his pocket picked.
He really did. Great move again. Isaac Redford.
No.
And they're going to say.
They talked this one out. He said he kicked the ball. I didn't see him kick the ball. Steve Johnson didn't see him kick it either. He doesn't like it either.
No, and on the other side, but head coach Alex Iverson, his first year, he likes it a lot. And here's Isaac bringing it up. He has been the energizer. Backdoor, just too much. They want that one back. Great thought, right, Sam?
Yeah, it's the right idea. Just a little ahead of him.
Prater couldn't quite grab that one.
3:33 left in the second quarter here. Blackburn out there, 24. They switch it around. There's Silas on the elbow.
Silas wants the ball at the key.
They get it in, bounce it back over to Blackburn. 9 on the shot clock. Blackburn decides to drill it from outside the arc. Boy, everybody can shoot.
No.
Is that 2 or 3?
That's a 3 ball, 42-30, 12-point lead. Now it was 7. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And we're going to get a foul, I think, on Hale.
It's just a ton of drive and kick for Lake Stevens. I think that's okay. That's not a problem necessarily. But I would love to see an actual set or two run. Let's get some passes, some screens, some off-the-ball work. The back cut screen is a great example of that. I think the offense feels stagnant to me because Jackson's moving their feet great. I mean, they're covering this really well.
16 foul on Jackson there. And Prater working hard. There's a deep, good shot inside the circle there from Easton Gosser. 8 points for the senior Gosser. Camp the other way. Silas.
Oh my God.
Boy, he can quiet a crowd, can he?
And it's just beautiful. I think he's hit the rim once or twice. It's been all net, just about everything he puts up.
21 points, and we're 2:26 left in the first quarter. Another turnover by the Vikings. This one gets out to Blackburn. Blackburn ready to roll. High off the glass, not there. Rebound. Here's Iman! Oh, and he misses the one-handed flush. Tyson back out. Boy, he's going to want that back. Maddox not there. Prater. And here come Hawkins and Camp from 3. Got it.
Wow. It's a good-looking shot. You know, he's kind of the X factor for me in that first quarter. He had 2 really great steals, 3, had a nice move off the dribble. He's a solid player.
And all of a sudden, the lead balloons 48-32 just in a heartbeat. Adams gets caught as he's driving.
You know, back to that original point I made as well, Scott, can you tell me the last shot we had? I know we had one right off the ball with Lake Stevens. Perfect, right? That's what we should do. We should be creating some space, driving the open shot. They were doing a little pass and weave kick across the top of the key. Love that. Lake Stevens got some great energy when they move the ball.
Foul's going to go on Silas Williams, his second. That is the team's 7th, so it'll put him in the bonus. And Marshall Adams makes good on the first.
Marshall Adams shoots with the wrong hand. He's a lefty.
The southpaw.
There you go.
Gets both of them. 4 points for the senior. Here comes Hawkins pushing. Boy, Jackson, you can tell they're being aggressive. They want to push, push, push.
Absolutely.
1:32 left to go in this first half. Camp thinks about it. Silas wraps around, in trouble, gets to McFerrin. McFerrin not there, but Silas again with the putback.
Just incredible. They're all over the boards. They have been since the moment we tipped off.
23 points for Silas Williams. 1:10 to go. Isaac Redford has been everything. He spins, gets to the rack, and puts it down and one.
The power move. That is an absolute power move.
That's Redford's first basket, but he moves hard into the basket, though, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And he had 2 wonderful assists earlier. He's really creating some wonderful opportunities on offense and defense for him. The big block kicked off a 7+ point run for them. They need him big.
First foul on Murphy Blackburn, and that'll set the 1-on-1. Isaac off the mark there. Here comes Hawkins right away. Silas not deep enough. This one not much. There he goes. Isaac with a big rebound. Push it up to Gosser, but what a defense. Made Prater make a tough shot.
Yeah, and I love the thought from Prater. Didn't want to draw another charge, so pulled it back just a little bit. Tried to shoot around Williams, but the right move in my head.
Mason Johansson 4 in black out there. Camp gets behind the circle. That one no good, but there's McFerrin once again right off the glass. Unbelievable. Ryan McFerrin just making a living sitting under the bucket and just picking up the trash and putting it in the garbage right there.
Kid.
Outstanding work by him.
Talk about an insurance policy. Just put it up. He'll probably grab it and put it in.
Prater wants his 11 seconds. Shot clock dead. Prater, tough jumper. Not there, Williams. 3. Broken up by who other? Isaac Redford, and that will end the first half. 52-36. And Jackson, it's been all Jackson this whole first half. We will take a break and some halftime festivities. We'll add up the numbers. We'll come back and talk about what Lake Stevens Vikings need to do to get back in this game and try and take over first place in Wesco 4A. You're watching Prep Basketball on STSPN.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard.
I never turn on you, I get the gang on you. You better pray for it, I put that thing on you. You ever play with it?
To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract. Take it on.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Back here, halftime. Jackson Timberwolves putting it on the home Lake Stephen Vikings, 52-36. What a pleasure join here in the our vantage point here. Zach Harrod from the Everett Herald Sports. Zach, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
My comrade for Wesco Media Night, the guy who saved me.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
So you've been covering this league for a while, and you covered tonight. This is a big night for seedings. Who plays Kinko? You don't want to be the number 2 seed. That's going to be a rough one. So what's your overall thoughts on this game and just what's going on in Wesco 4A?
Well, Jackson obviously putting the best foot forward here in the first half. Silas Williams is on fire, looks unstoppable tonight. And then, they're using their size. They're getting those second chance buckets. Ryan McFerrin's had a few. Harris Camp's also having a good game for them. I think, we're just kind of seeing Jackson do everything it does well all at the same time, and it's just kind of come together for him.
I asked head coach for the 21st season here, Steve Johnson, before the game, said, it looks like you guys are starting to come together. He goes, no, not really.
He's very non-committal.
What are your overall observations about the league? Of course, every year, it doesn't matter. Steve Johnson for Jackson always says, tough league. It's always a tough league.
Yeah, this really is a league with a lot of parity in it this year. I mean, you look at, top to bottom, I think anybody can beat anybody. We saw Kamiak has one win in league play, and that was against Mariner, a Mariner team that could very well at least win a share of the league title. So really a lot of parity. It's been a lot of fun to watch, kind of all over the place with results. You you can never pencil a team in for a victory in this league.
Any other big, you cover not only 4A, 3A, you cover everything. Any other big things you're covering tonight? Any other big stories tonight in high school prep?
We're not out at anything else tonight. I know tomorrow night we'll be in Kamiak. The Glacier Peak girls and Kamiak girls are going to be playing each other. Glacier Peak can clinch a league title there. I think Kamiak, if they win, can force like a 3-way tie for first. So lots of parity on the girls' side as well in Wesco 4A. It's been a really interesting year to watch,
And as you know, shout out to Cameron Van Til, your brother in arms there, moving on to bigger and better things. Of course, you guys the hardest working prep coverage in the area. So where can people read you? Where can people find you? And believe me, people, sign up for a subscription today.
Yeah, that's
Everett
right.
Herald, do it. It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Get yourself a subscription. You can find us at heraldnet.com. That's where you can find all of our, high school sports coverage, all of our local news coverage. You can follow me on Twitter at Zach Harreth, ZACHERETH, and follow our Prep Sports account at HeraldNet Preps. We're tweeting updates throughout the night, highlighting big performances, keeping everybody up to date on everything Snohomish County high school athletics.
Fantastic. Zach Harris, the band is getting louder and louder. We'll let you go. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back with a tip-off the second half. We'll see if the Vikings can make this a game. We'll be back. You're watching Prep Hoops on STSPN.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
All right, back here at halftime, Scott Ohsman. Sam Stoddard, Ron the Wedge, Henthorn. Sam, what if you're Lake Stevens and Coach Iverson, what do you got to do to stop the Timberwolves here?
I would ramp up intensity on defense. We talked about this at half, but jump in passing lanes, box out, be aggressive grabbing the board, and then I would actually push it. I would try to get some really good motion. They clearly want to drive to the basket. If you're going to do that, I would grab rebounds and go.
But do you want to get a track meet with Jackson? They can they go from one end to the other in 2 seconds as we get ready to go here.
I like the organicness of a fast break compared to their ISO ball that we've been seeing all game long.
Yeah.
That's where we've seen some really great motions.
They keep Hunter in there. You got Adams, and here's Tyson Hyman. Nice drop. Fakes it up. He draws the foul on Camp. Great job by Hunter. And he'll start the second half going to the free throw line. That's a great job by Tyson Hyman. We talked about it also at halftime, Ronnie. You got to get, if you're Lake Stevens, you got to get Hyman involved.
You definitely do. And, Lake Stevens has got to score more than 18 points a quarter, which is what they did first and second quarter to total at 36, which we're still sitting on right there.
And you got to make your free throws if you get to the line. 52-36, 7:47 just to start here the third quarter. That one's front off the end.
And rebounds are going to be critical too, because I don't have an accurate score, but I only have like 6 or 7 rebounds for the Vikings against 16 for Jackson, and 14 of those are McFerrin's.
Here's Camp, who started out hot. He's going to draw the body and a whistle. on Easton Gosser. That's only his first, though, of the game. And balanced scoring, Sam. I got six scores on Jackson. Of course, Silas Williams with 23 on our count. And then you have 6 as well for the Vikings.
Yeah, it makes
leading with Prater at 16.
It makes it so hard to guard, right? Where are you going to focus your attention? All right, we'll try to focus our attention on Williams. Great. Well, Camp makes you pay.
And Camp gets that one. 53-36 here. Senior night at Lake Stevens High School. And the home whites. Ohsman for 3. Yes, he gets it, and maybe that'll get the senior going.
I hope
His
so.
first bucket of the night, and he's their leading scorer through the year.
We saw him do it over and over in warm-up. Nice to see one go in for him.
And there's a turnover. Camp trying to get to Silas right in our grill. He came into your living room or wherever you're watching right there. Again, good turnover there by the defense, exactly what you talked about, Sam.
Well, we wanted to see him release some from deep as well. We know how prolific they are at putting the ball in the hoop from beyond the arc. It's nice to see them actually shoot one. I'm not sure, but it's definitely under 5 for the game so far, if not less.
Jackson in the away blacks, there's 3. Trey Hawkins, number 3, and then 0. Caden Sproul had a big night against GP, scored 16, was the Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game. Tyson drops it down to Hunter. Hunter can't find the rim. Scrappy underneath, tries it again, and he delivers this time. Good job there by Easton Gosser to get the rebound, and Hunter cleaned it up.
Yeah, I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but the energy is about tripled, isn't it?
It really is. Silas, though, is always an energy killer, and he draws the whistle.
Yeah, Hunter's going to get him for that one.
You know, I love it, though, Scott. I love that tenacity.
They're going to play that second foul on Mekhi Hunter. And sends Williams to the line. He's been good in the first half. He misses that one. A rare miss for Silas. Yeah, the energy, absolutely. The defensive energy and on the rebound, on the glass, it had to step up a notch. Isaac Redford was kind of pulling everybody along in that first half.
Yep.
They got it to 7, and Silas gets the second one. And then it just kept expanding, and they tried to make a run. Here's Prater, had a good first half. Can't get the touch off the glass. Rebound for Hawkins. Here comes Jackson. And what was the call there?
It's like they called an offensive foul.
Oh, an offensive foul. Push off on Trey Hawkins, his first foul.
Push with the forearm. Also, the last 2 possessions, they might not do it now because I'm bringing it up, but did you see they're actually running plays? I loved it. I know Prater missed the layup, but that's okay. I loved the motion that they're running.
Check that second foul on Hawkins. Ohsman one-on-one, jump step, too much. And there's McFerrin for Jackson on the rebound. There you go. That's a one-on-one. That's not working to play. And Hunter on Williams. Another bring him out. Hawkins going to go down. McFerrin turns around, backs away. Not there. Rebound on the ground and goes up Hawkins. I thought they'd get a foul there. There's no foul. Here come the Vikings. Ohsman for 3. Yes!
There it is. That's a great sign if you're a Lake Stevens fan.
Turnover, gets it intercepted. Here come Lake Stevens. Ohsman, can he do it again?
Almost.
Called bank.
The bank is almost open.
Camp comes down for the rebound. He's got Hawkins. He takes it himself. Williams for the putback. Not there. Second time, yes. I think they're going to McFerrin or Williams.
Looked like Williams with the offhand as well on both those tips.
56-44, 5:02 left in the third quarter. Stops and drops. First bucket for Prater in the second half.
This 10-point game is not out of reach yet for Lake Stevens.
Oh, Williams has got a smaller Hunter on him, and he just uses and abuses right there.
Beautiful. Full hook over the shoulder. Perfect.
28 for Silas Williams.
And 28 easy.
Yes.
Like, it's been easy 28.
3 3-pointers for Silas. He had, in 39 points, he had 5 3-pointers. There's a step back 3 there for Gosser, and here comes Vikings. Or here comes the Jackson Timberwolves. Turnaround, tough shot. McFerrin off somebody's head, and the Vikings come up with it. Here comes Lake Stevens. 1-on-5, Prater splits, and he gets an opening, and he kisses it off the glass.
Prater has a nice move inside of the basket and that little pull-up jumper like that.
Yep. Back to 10. Hawkins, a little showboating. This time he ends up on the floor. Ohsman goes right to the bucket, and he draws the foul on McFerrin. And then what do you think of that, Sam, that move? You think he should have stood it up? Or?
No, I loved it. He baited McFerrin. He's hit 2 really good threes. McFerrin was ready for the stop and pop on the third. He drove in, drew a great foul. I love the move. That's what we want to see. We've seen Ohsman do this time and time again. He puts up great stats across the board. It's exciting to see him have some energy.
Cannot get the first free throw to go as their substitution. Sproul takes a seat, Blackburn in, and Hawkins takes a breather, and Hale in for Jackson, number 11, Ty Hale, the 5'10 senior. Ohsman rolls that one out. 3:38 left to go in the third quarter. 10-point Jackson lead. Williams gets a lot of traffic. Hale for 3. And there's McFerrin again to put it back, and he draws the foul from Hunter. McFerrin's a rebounding machine. He's a tall 6'7".
Yeah.
He had 14 of those 16 rebounds in the first half.
Oh my gosh.
It's the matches number.
And he's got 3 of the 5 in this half.
Third foul on Hunter. And McFerrin at the line, too much.
So I've noticed Williams does a great job. When they come to double, he knows the wing is open. He's hit that multiple times throughout this game. It just shows, to your point earlier, let's get this kid a scholarship. That's a great read.
Get it a scholarship. Camp gonna take a breather. Johansson comes in. And Isaac Redford gets to the floor as a senior. Marshall Adams for Lake Stevens takes a break, and here is Tyson Ohsman, excuse me. Deep for Hunter. Didn't see that coming. McFerrin.
A good move.
Back to 12, Prater the other way, dishes. Redford trying to get it back out. Ohsman, too much. Good kick by Hunter, and he gets the roll.
Great roll, and I loved that possession. They were flying.
There was a foul on that drive, and I think I'm glad they let it go.
And nice job by Hunter. He's not making buckets right now, but he is doing a lot of the other things.
Yeah.
And he's got a tough guard.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And what?
Not sure whether that foul was before the shot or not, but
I said the basket is good.
Yeah, and to be honest, Scott, I'm not sure what you do there. Like, Hunter's doing a great job. I mean, you could argue that he could have tried to front him, but with the size difference, that's just a great move on Jackson. They know what weapons they have, and they exploit them. They do a great job of it.
Fourth foul on Mekhi Hunter, the 6'2 junior. And Silas back at the charity stripe, and he gets the end one as he is just racking up PTs tonight. Isaac Redford, who was a big part of the energy. Prater pulls up, and that's what they can't do. And Prater comes back, great hustle with the interception midcourt. Takes on Williams, gets it to go!
You see that kid move under the basket? That is fantastic against Williams.
Trying to keep his guys in at 63-52. Pivotal Wesco 4A, the two top teams. Only 3 go to the districts to the playoffs. 1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. McFerrin from 3, and that is a killer. Oh, baby.
I did not see that coming. Missed the previous 2 free throws, but nailed the 3.
16 for McFerrin, and I'm in for 3, and he gets it. And I'm in all his points coming in the second half. He's starting to heat up.
Yeah, but when you're down 10, you can't match bucket for bucket. You need to get stops and then score on the offensive end.
Now it's Javon McFerrin gets the task of taking on Williams. No basket, a travel call, and the Viking fans like it. 1:10 left to go in this third quarter.
Could have called a foul as well, either way.
Yeah. Isaac Redford bringing it down. Williams comes out on him. Javon McFerrin tries to make a no-look pass, almost the shot clock going. Blackburn the other way. Pull up Jay.
That's a great move inside.
This is what they can't do. 31 seconds as far as Lake Stevens you go. Good hustle play by Ty Hale. And it's going to see whose ball it is.
They're going to give it to Jackson.
It's going to go to Jackson.
You know, just based on that, you would think that Jackson was down by 12. First one to get on the floor. They're diving for loose balls.
But they know that 12 points is not a big deal in this game with that three-pointer out there.
No doubt. They draw Williams out, 17 seconds. No shot clock here at the end of the third quarter. 9 seconds. Time to get to work. Camp. 4 seconds. Blackburn. Murphy. It's blocked and it'll stay Jackson, but
got to have 1 second left on the clock at least.
I think he's going to want to put some time back up on the clock as Todd Weber talks about it. The band kicks in. It's hard to hear when the band is cooking, baby.
No, kid.
So they put a second back up on the clock.
I think they're going for 4 seconds, I thought.
Oh, okay. Oh, 0.4.
0.4.
Very specific.
Jackson, Hale, and he's blocked by Prater, and that'll send us to the fourth quarter, 67-55. The Vikings hanging in there. Let's see if they can bring it back.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Early in the possession, when I'm kind of late, when I'm not talking, back here, spinning the dial is Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player. Sarah Elvig on camera. Scott Ohsman along Sam Stoddard and Ron the Wind Henthorn. Here it is, the fourth quarter. And Lake Stevens got to get something going as Javon McFerrin gets a quick early foul here.
Yeah, I'm curious what time, Scott, are they going to start to try to slow the game down a little bit? Jackson's still running full sets, making great drives, great passes. They're excited on offense. I'm curious if they're going to slow down at all or keep it up.
Second foul on Javon McFerrin. Again, he goes, it's William. William just sneaks underneath. A great drop step, and that's 33 points for Silas Williams.
And he did it so smooth. Beyond the arc, in the paint. Great offensive player.
You go deep. Prater now on the block as a playing like big like a 5.
Let's say I've seen it all. We now have Prater posting up on the block.
Williams has got like almost half the Jackson points, but good news is McFerrin's helping him out a lot, and so is Kemp.
Foul on 11, Jackson. That's on Ty Hale. That's his second. Prater out there. We got to get the corner here as we got people. Our vantage point. There's another foul call, and they're gonna.
I've noticed this in the last 2 plays here down the court. The fouls are getting a little more tight here. I think the referees are saying, don't let this get out of control right away in the fourth quarter.
That's Hale's 3rd foul. Isaac Redford 10 there. You got Iman. Prater looking for a screen. Stops, and he just drains it. What a pull-up J, huh?
What a player, too. I think at this point, Lake Stevens is just going to run their offense completely through him.
24 for the senior Maddox Prater. Blackburn tries to go in. It's going to stay off the foot of Tyson Iman.
I really wanted to see that. I wanted to see what move he was going to do on McFerrin. It's a big body. Does he go hook again over the left shoulder? Does he do a fadeaway? I really wanted to watch that.
He's got quite a repertoire.
Oh, yeah.
Hale will take a seat. Camp pops it out. Johansson just in the game. And a rebound, big rebound there by Marshall Adams.
And the Jackson coaches love that pass. That's the right pass. It's a good shot.
Oh, double clutch. She had to play good defense there as Prater. It didn't hit the rim. It didn't hit anything, but was it a tip? Steve Johnson almost
jumping off the bench. They're going to turn it, change the call.
Couldn't see it on replay right there, whether it was tipped or not. I don't think there was a tip. Isaac brings it in. McFerrin with a sweet turnaround shot there. McFerrin over McFerrin. 4 points for Javon McFerrin now. 10-point lead once again.
Big body down there as well.
Williams, can you stop me? Hawkins with a big rebound, pulls it back out.
You know it's a problem if Hawkins is grabbing the rebounds across all the trees.
And here's Lake Stevens in his zone, a little matchup zone. Kemp from way downtown, got it! Oh, baby! Harris Kemp.
And that's not a shocker for us, right? I think that's the 3rd 3 we've seen from Kemp. Great stroke.
Javon McFerrin goes deep. Head coach for Jackson, Steve Johnson's going to give himself a concussion.
No kidding.
McFerrin spins, finds room. Here comes Iman. He wants it. Nope. Was that tipped? Back to McFerrin. Here comes the Timberwolves. Camp.
Run and gun. Oh, look out.
Williams right there.
Again, great job on Camp on being the initial catalyst there. He's done it all game long.
And just like that, 74-59. They had it within 10. Williams, Silas Williams, 35 points. Prater. Tyson tries to slice and dice, and he does, and he delivers. Tyson Iman having a great second half with 13 points. A timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 4:58 left in this Wesco 4A matchup.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
To reset the implications here, so in the Wesco 4A, only 3 go to the districts, and then you're set it up as a seed against Kinko. You got Crest, you got Crown, you got 10 players. I think 7 teams out of Kinko, if I'm correct, make the playoffs. Jackson at 5-2, Lake Stevens at 4-2, Mariner 4-2. Those are the 3 today, but Mariners playing Glacier Peak as we speak. And Lake Stevens, they go play Mariner at Mariner Friday. This is it for Wesco 4A for the Jackson Timberwolves.
The Lake Stevens can't afford to lose to Mariner if they lose tonight.
Williams, one-handed, gets the bucket and one.
We're flirting dangerously close to a 40-piece now, Scott.
We are, and that is going to be the 5th and retiring foul on Mekhi Hunter.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel bad for the Lake Stevens coaching staff because I don't know what I would do either. They've thrown McFerrin on them on that scenario. They had Hunter on them. It's like, what do you do? What do you throw?
I don't know. They got 37 right now unofficially as Mekhi Hunter, the junior. He'll be back. This is the last home game here for Lake Stevens. We had senior night as Silas Williams, 6'7" senior. What a night for him, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
And he gets the
three-pointer.
Mariner right now leads Glacier Peak 59-58 with 2:09 left to go.
Wow.
That game at Glacier Peak as we're at 4:26 left to go in this one. Whistle, Todd Weber smiling and whistling at the same time.
No kidding.
A foul's going to be on number 12.
Number 2.
Oh, no, excuse me, number 2. Harris Camp, his first. As Javon.
Look at that. Who got up after that rebound? Williams.
I tell you what, there's been a defense. Here's McFerrin back over. Williams. Cross court.
Looks like Jackson's slowing things down a little bit. They're not pressing too hard right now to get to the basket.
Look at the spin move, goes underneath. He's blocked by Ohsman. He can't believe it. What a baseline quick feet move, Sam Stoddard, by the big fella.
Yeah, there could have been some body on that, but I actually didn't love that call. It looked like a pretty clean block at the base of the backboard there, but again, I mean, a beautiful move. That spin move was so fast for somebody who's 6'7".
Second foul on Tyson Ohsman. And that is the 7th team foul. And Williams back to the line. 39 points. Season high this year is 39 against Glacier Peak. It was a loss. So he's hit 39, up 78-61 with 3:55 left. Hits another one, and we have hit a 40-burger, people.
Wow.
Now, you average 32, so, I mean, this is, 40's not too far away.
Oh, my goodness. He would run circles around me.
Prater with a quick pass to Isaac back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Prater weaving, dodging, passing underneath. And Isaac Redford draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line with 3:34 left in the contest, 79-61.
Norman Farron is third, I think.
I don't know, a scary thought. Could you imagine what this game would be if Prater wasn't playing?
Yeah.
Man, think about how much he's been doing. Even on that, had the assist back into Redford, but wow. Seems like it's been a two-man show with those two.
It really has. they've had a tremendous year. The year's still going on. They have a good opportunity to beat Mariner, get into the playoffs. Third foul on McFerrin and Jackson. Their Sproul comes down as Isaac misses both. And here comes Camp. 3:23 left to go. And this is turned over. Javon McFerrin. Here comes Maddox Prater. Senior drives and dishes. Who wants it? I'll take it. What a box out by Trey Hawkins.
And putting on a clinic at the three-point line as well. Not a chance for
That's
Trey.
like a receiver 20 yards downfield making a block.
Yep. Prater's going to get his third foul, I think.
Oh, his second.
Second foul. I thought he had
official.
two.
But that's the 8th team foul as Javon McFerrin takes his seat. And it'll send Trey Hawkins to the free throw line for 101.
Now let's see what all those after practice free throws were about. Let's see if Jackson can start lining a couple up.
Steve Johnson and Jackson as Hawkins hits that. Now on my board, that is Trey Hawkins' first point of the ball game.
Mine as well, yes. He's 100% from the free throw line.
Yes, he is. And he'll do it again.
And he's still 100% from the free throw line.
Prater, he has been sensational tonight. Look at him. Double pumps back up, 2, goes in the trees, still tries to get the rebound. He's working his tail off. 20-point difference now with 2:47 left. And Mariner beat Glacier Peak 70-64.
Big game
So
next week.
they go to 5-2. So Jackson, they should go to 6-2. And they'll overtake Lake Stevens, who will go to 4-3. Some movement as we head down to the last game of the regular season.
No kidding.
Well, if Lake Stevens wins or loses to Mariner, they're still going to go district. It doesn't matter where they go.
Exactly. Deep 3 from Prater. Yes, sir.
It's a great shot. Everything he's done in this game has been phenomenal.
27 points for the senior Prater. McFerrin driving on him, gets under the basket, now flips it back out. 3 for Camp. Yes, indeedy. Bang.
Camp has been just doing fantastic this
Four
game.
threes for Kemp tonight. He's keeping big scores up there.
Redford pops it out. Iman for 3. Rim, but Adams with the rebound. Pops it back out to Prater. 1:45 left. Iman comes in and he's fouled as he goes up high over the rim, and he'll get the and one. 15 points for Tyson Iman, the 6'6 senior, all in the second half.
He's done a really great job. He's hit a couple of threes. He's had a couple of great drives, great strong finish on that one. We would have loved to have seen some earlier motion there, but getting this much love in the second half is a great thing. It's kept them in the game.
3 points the old-fashioned way for Tyson Iman.
Can they get a stop, though? I know we only have a minute and change running, but can they get a stop?
Williams.
Fouled on the way in.
Yeah, they'll be on the floor.
He'll go to the line anyway, though.
And the foul's going to go on Marshall Adams. His 4th foul. And Williams back to add to his winnings tonight. Can he make it 41? Sure can.
Oh, yeah.
A minute 32 to go on the clock. Jackson just needs to be real calm. Don't force anything. Let the clock run out.
We were talking before. I mean, at 6'7", he can dribble the ball. He can move the basket. He runs the floor. He can work inside, outside. He's got a tremendous shot. Incredible range. There's his recruiting tape right there as Isaac Redford comes back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else you would want to see. We've seen just about everything. We even had it was called off because of a foul. He had a great turnaround, about 15-footer. Karl Malone, you know, right in that mid-range sweet spot. Like, he's done a wonderful job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. 4th foul though on Ty Hale as they go around. And there's Silas Williams, $1:25 left. He will probably retire for the evening. 42 points.
42
is what I have as Isaac Redford misses that one.
I think he just barely broke a sweat as well.
Text from the great Zach Harris from the Herald. He was on at halftime and just let us know that Mariner won over GP. Hale. A little too much there.
But Jackson doesn't need to push it. They just need to control the ball, pass it around, run the clock down. A couple of possessions and it'll be over.
Yeah, they're kind of sending a message, right? They have not slowed down for a moment.
No, they think the game's close right now. They're playing like they're behind almost.
And that's the 5th foul on the senior Marshall Adams, 6'3" senior. He gets a big hand as he heads to the bench. Logan Case will come in, another senior for Isaac Redford. And they'll get 3, Max Bossy.
And Jackson's going to empty the bench here.
They're going to empty theirs as well. 1:05 left. We'll have our Adrenaline fundraiser player of the game after the game, and I think it's unanimous, kids, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Number 5, Silas Williams will be your Adrenaline fundraiser player of the game. We'll have the young man up here. We'll talk to him for a few minutes.
He's a player of the game most games, but
Yes,
tonight he
he
really
is.
earned it.
As Easton Gosser checks out and Max Prater, the seniors, come out on senior night here, the final for the 2023 campaign for Lake Stephen Vikings. And they have a lot to play for against Mariner.
They do, and it's going to be a big game for the Vikings. They've got to get past Mariner to stay in a good seed position.
Yep.
But Mariner doesn't think that's a good thing for them either, though.
No, Mariner is feisty. Hale misses the front end. So this Jackson team, I think they're gelling, even though head coach Steve Johnson thinks they're okay. They have more work to do.
Yeah, what coach doesn't say that? But after we watched tonight, high school team putting up 87 points on Lake Stevens, I would say this is a clinic.
Sam, I mean, they're no Coronado Cougars, right? You were dropping hundies, weren't you, back in the day?
We were in the 300s, if I remember right.
Great time, Luke Hart.
No need to.
Hawk, excuse me. Going in, he goes underneath and he drills it. That's Max Bossy.
It's nice to have this senior put on some points and get in the scoring table.
37 seconds left. Seamus Williams, that's his brother, 34, is another Williams, 5'11". He's just a freshman in the ball game for Jackson.
Hawkins not only got on the scoreboard, he made a nice move to get it there, back underneath the basket like that.
They did. Bossy gets it back out here to Case. Case running into trouble. Did he travel? Yes, he did.
And that's okay. You know, this time we sometimes call it garbage minutes, but it's really not. We've got some Pierpoint out there. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
It's good for these players to get a little bit of time on the court. This is better than we write it off to be.
Bryson Weiss, 22 in white, 6'2" sophomore, as time ticking down 11. There's the big fellow Henry Johnson, who's also 6'7", 44 in black.
Yeah,
and 4 seconds, and that will do it. Well, Jackson beat them 77-54 on their card, and they travel to Lake Stevens, and they get the big win, 87-69. They'll go to 6-2. Lake Stevens goes to 4-3. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the Adrenaline fundraiser. Play of the game, number 5, Silas Williams. Don't go away. All right, back here at Lake Stevens High School, Jackson Timberwolves, the senior, Silas Williams, our adrenaline fundraiser, player of the game. We have you unofficially as 42, but come on, you got to give this kid a scholarship.
I know, my teammates were just hitting me in the post, and I was just going to work. Yeah.
How did you guys come in tonight? You guys beat them pretty soundly on your home court, but what was the thought process tonight?
Well, Coach gave us a good scouting report. We just practiced that, and it worked in the game too, just like we planned it.
Are you aware of the district? Are you aware of the standings and what that means?
Yeah, I mean, if everybody wins out, we're tied with Mariner. Then I don't know who wins after that. I'm not sure.
That's right. Well, right now you guys are in the driver's seat at 6-2, and you're done with Wesco 4A.
Yeah.
You got to kind of back-to-back coming Friday, Saturday. Sam, do you want to talk to the young man what he likes to play inside, outside, dropping threes, roll into the bucket? What's he want?
Yeah, there wasn't a move we didn't see tonight. It was perfect. Tell us a little bit about what you prefer. Do you like having the ball on the top of the three so you can figure out what you want? Do you like it in the post? What's kind of your preference?
I mean, this year, like last year, I was mostly in the post, but this year, I've been playing like outside more. But this game, I trying to like mix in both inside and outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you like to get out there and shoot that three-point shot, though, don't you?
Yeah. I try to shoot as much as I can, but
that's always fun to see those go, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Well, tell me, how was it in there physically? Was it pretty rough, or about the same as it's been for you all year?
It's been like the same. It's been the whole year, but they were calling it today good.
No, it wasn't too bad for you down there tonight.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Not too bruised up, right?
Nah.
Okay, great, Silas.
What's your career high?
Probably tonight, 42, maybe.
Yeah, around there, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
it's like low 40s.
You had 39 against GP,
Yeah.
but you've put up more than 39 before, haven't you?
I'm not sure.
Oh, see that? I'm not sure. What's that? Yeah, GP lost. I don't know if you know that. Mariner beat GP tonight.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that puts you guys up. Now Mariners skips ahead. They're above now. They're 5-2. Lake Stevens 4-3. So it's you at number 1, Mariner at number 2 now. But Lake Stevens plays Mariner Friday night. Are you going to be watching that one?
Well, we have a game Friday night.
Oh, come on.
Too,
you don't need to play, Silas.
Okay, then yeah, I guess I'll watch it.
You're going up to Arlington on Friday, right?
All right. What's the biggest thing? You want to play a 2-guard when you go to the next level? What do you like? Your back to the basket? Talk about your game.
I mean, I like to play a little both perimeter and also be able to post up and score in the post too.
All right. Everybody out there, if you're not watching this kid, please go see his tape. Hold up this T-shirt, and we'll take some pictures and everything. Our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game, Silas Williams.
Silas, who you think's out there watching you want to give a shout out to, babe?
Probably no. Probably my parents when they watch the game later.
Okay. All right. The parents. We'll give the parents. All right. Hey, Silas, great job. Been fun watching you all season. Great. Best of luck going forward in the playoffs and
thank you.
And beyond.
Thank you.
All right. Silas Williams, our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game. Gentlemen, what a pleasure here at Lake Stevens High School. Any big takeaways? Any total numbers, Ronnie? Have you added all the calculators up?
Well, I haven't added them all up yet, but McFerrin ended up with only 14 points after all that. But he had the abundance of rebounds. That out of the 25-some rebounds, he's got 20 of them. So he was a big factor in them winning this ball game by keeping control of the boards tonight.
All right, shooting Sam Stoddard. Your first time really here seeing Wesco 4A basketball, the Jackson Timberwolves, 5 RPI. What's your takeaway at the level of hoops here?
Incredible. I mean, 87 points. What more do you need to say? There's not many high school teams across the country that are putting up 87 points.
They had 8 kids score buckets, get in the scorecard tonight for Glacier Peak. They were balanced, although 42. You just can't keep your eyes around him. Glacier Peak, I'm getting told by Todd Elvig. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackson. I apologize. I'm all turned around. Anyway, 87-69. That is our final for Todd Elvig, for Sarah Elvig, Sam Stoddard, Ron the Wedge Henthorn, Scott Ohsman saying Jackson moving on, 87-69 over Lake Stevens. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.